It's a Blue Raider game day, and the Blue Raider Network is on the air. Today's MTSU women's basketball game is just 30 minutes away, and the Blue Raider game day coverage begins with countdown to tip-off. Countdown to Tip-Off is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Live from the Curb Event Center on the campus of Belmont University in Nashville, Tennessee, this is Lady Raider basketball, and this is the 2025 Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament. Tonight, it is the Lady Raiders of Middle Tennessee taking on the number 3 seed in the tournament, the Bruins of Belmont University. I'm Joe Fisher. Great to be with you from downtown Nashville, joined by my broadcast partner, as always, Kyle Turnham. Middle Tennessee 26-8 on the season, trying to get over the disappointing loss in the conference championship game to Liberty by a final score of 53-48. That was Saturday in Huntsville. Belmont comes in 22-12 overall. They're trying to get over a disappointing loss of their own, falling to Murray State 83-62 in their conference championship game in Evansville. Belmont won the meeting in the early season between these two teams right here in this building. Won it by a score of 65-52, but Kyle, I think both these teams are very different than they were when they met each other the first time.
Oh, I don't think there's any question about that. It just seems like eons ago that game was played, and both teams had obviously very successful conference seasons. Both teams disappointed that they didn't make the NCAA tournament, and as I talk about so many times, games like this are so dependent upon your leadership and your maturity, recognizing that you didn't get to your ultimate goal of the NCAA, but you still have a chance to go win a national championship, that being the WBIT.
And I think it's interesting, too. I think Middle Tennessee might have a little bit of an extra chip on their shoulder because they're not seated, very high in this group. They thought, they knew after they lost the game on Saturday that this was their destination. They were going to be in the WBIT. But I think they fully anticipated being at least a top 8 seed in the tournament, and they are not. And I think that bothers them.
And it should, because, we recognized due to the TSSAA state tournament that we were not going to be hosting a first-round game because we didn't have a facility. So we knew we were going to be traveling, but we thought we were going to be seated. When you go back and however much stock you put in Charlie Cream and ESPN, Charlie Cream had us as one of the second 4 out.
Right.
So by those logistics alone, you felt like we were going to be seated. And then when you look at our net, we're a 53 in the net, so that even gave more credibility to being seated. And then we found out that we weren't. So I think we got multiple levels of motivation, if you will, for this game. You lost to Belmont down here in December. You didn't feel like you put your best foot forward and played your best game there. So you want to get that game back. And then obviously the snub of not being seated in the WBIT. If we're not motivated because of those things, we're not motivated.
That's right. Well, nearly 200 majors and concentrations for undergrads, more than 100 graduate programs. Middle Tennessee State University has something for everyone, including more than 50 online degrees. You want a high-quality, affordable education? It's not too late to apply. Learn more at mtsu.edu. We'll have more in a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics.
Switching is easy. You do it all the time. You switch on the lights, you switch on TV channels, and you can switch and save with State Farm. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I can switch you over so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to State Farm Neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give me a call at 931-684-5274. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Well, let's take a look at the conference brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites Murfreesboro. Old-fashioned Southern hospitality, contemporary comfort at a great rate. Located at 325 North Thompson Lane in Murfreesboro. Certainly congratulations to Liberty University, their women and their men both accomplishing the victories in the conference tournament and advancing to the NCAA tournament. And so we wish them luck, although some of you I'm sure won't. But that's okay. I'm not asking you, Kyle. That's all right.
No, don't ask me.
Stay out of that.
I'll lose the sportsmanship award to that question every time.
Well, let's talk about individuals. Starting Rick Insel, Coach of the Year in the conference. And, I think it's well-deserved for another consistent performance, putting this team back right where they are.
Well, in particular, when you recognize that he didn't win it last year.
And should have, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's one of those things that is so fluid, and you never really know what's going to happen. And typical of all postseason awards, you always see people that got voted on that make you raise your eyebrows, both on and off. And obviously for me, I'm going to keep beating the drum for two players in particular, and Jalen Gregory and
I was going to go there in a minute.
Courtney Blakely, that did not make the all-defensive team on the best defense in the league.
Yep.
It's mind-blowing. And but, you can't legislate common sense, I guess, in a lot of cases, and coaches vote the way coaches vote.
Our country has shown that, but that's another story. But nonetheless, you talk about Conference USA Player of the Year, and that's Anastasia Boldareva Also Defensive Player of the Year. Leads the world in block shots. Has more blocks than the vast majority of Division I teams have in their entirety. And I was glad to see her get that recognition. And she's had a year that you've seen, Kyle. She's had her moments, had a couple in the conference tournament, certainly in the championship game. There's been peaks and valleys there.
Well, and I think even tonight, you go back to game 1 here, which was almost identical to the game against Liberty. She finishes the game here in December, 1 of 9 from the floor, had a lot of the very same point-blank looks and just did not play her best game. But she's always been an influence as far as blocks are concerned. Now, in that game, she only had 2 blocks. And, we've talked about this so many times with Nas, it's not always the blocks, it's the bothers.
Right.
And that's one of the things that we do expect her to do, and she has done, obviously, a phenomenal job of, because she's the best in the country in basically patrolling that rim and either blocking cleanly or changing shots and helping our defense, which, again, one of the best in the country.
And Tamia Scott certainly well-deserved as a first-team all-conference selection, and really came on late in the season to play her best basketball, and has been playing that as of late. You mentioned Jalen Gregory didn't make first team, didn't make all-defensive team. She is all-academic team, which is just another amazing thing. I mean, here she is, tremendous offensive player, one of the best defensive players. I don't care what they say about whether the all-defensive team is. And then a 4.0 average in the classroom. Just spectacular.
Yeah, and I'm like you. I think that Tamia has gotten progressively better throughout the course of the year. Thought she played really, really well in Huntsville, as evidenced by the fact that she made the all-tournament team down there. And is one of those 3-level scorers. She could knock down threes. She can make that pull-up shot. She can finish at the rim. She's also one of those players that plays both ends, can play really well both on the ball and off the ball defensively. She's also one of the better shot blockers from the perimeter that there is in the country. So she's just a player that can take over a game in so many ways.
And has done it. We've seen it.
And quite frankly, that's what's expected of her now.
Well, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll get a scouting report on the Bruins of Belmont from Associate Head Coach Matt Insel. That's coming up next. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Huh, that's a $10 bill.
Finding a $10 bill on the couch is a win.
And another one. And another one. And another
Finding
one.
100 $10 bills? Now that's a multiplier win.
Honey, this couch is like an ATM. Go check the one in the bonus room.
Multiply your win again and again with a Multiplier Instant Games. Play today to multiply your win 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 200 times for the chance at a $1 million top prize. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com. With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders passed the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Time now for a scouting report on the Lady Bruins of Belmont. We're joined by Associate Head Coach Matt Insel. What do you remember from the first game that you think went wrong that will be better this time?
You know, I thought our defensive rotation wasn't very good. I think we left our post players out on the island because one of their best three-point shooters is their 5-player. And with Nas having to help so much in ball screens and Nas having to help on drives, our rotations weren't very good. Yeah. And going back and looking at that, it just brought back every horrific memory I had of that day. But we've been really good this week. We've watched that film. We've studied it as a group. We saw where the rotations were. We saw where they needed to go. Hopefully we put it into the game today, and that's the biggest thing.
I guess we made LaChapelle look like an All-American, you know, in that particular game.
Yeah, she get 26, 27 points and averaging 7 points a game. Yeah. And so everybody was calling me after the game, so why didn't we recruit her? I was like, well, she's only averaging 6 or 7 points a game. She just looked really good against us. And, you know, we got to do a better job on her. We did not do a very good job on her. She's a rhythm player. She's somebody that got going. And when she got going, we couldn't really do a lot about it. And we got to do a lot better job today on her than we did the last time. And so we'll do that. I feel very confident in it.
Cheeseman, I guess, is their best player.
You know, that's the biggest concern we got is Cheeseman. Her ability to step out and shoot the three and shoot it at a high level. I mean, their 5-player would be, you would, you know, compare her shooting to Jalen Gregory's. And very rarely do you have a 5-player that shoots it like that. Yeah. And she's made just as many threes this year as Jalen's made. And so that's a big concern because they're not big. They don't play inside. They play out on the floor. Mm-hmm. And with our size is a big advantage for us offensively. It becomes a big advantage for them them offensively as well because they're able to pull us out and play out on the floor and shoot a bunch of threes. And we've got to do a really, really good job of that. Like I just said earlier, our rotations and our stunt gaps and different things like that, making sure that we see and know where the shooters are and not leave our post players on islands.
We'll hear from the head coach next. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics, because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Tonight's pregame visit with Coach Rick Ensel brought to you by the Daily News Journal. Read all about Blue Raider sports in the Daily News Journal. D&J is Rutherford County's first source for news, sports, and much more. Memories of the first meeting with Belmont.
Well, we've been playing Belmont now for about 5 or 6 years, and Bart does a great job coaching. They're very disciplined. That's the one thing that I can say is they're very disciplined, and they knock down shots. And if we don't get out there and get a hand on them, then they're able to knock down shots. They'll beat us like they did last time. But we're thinking now we're a better basketball team. I'm sure they are too, but we're number one in the country in defense, and what we got to do is we got to build on that.
Yeah. It seems to me when I go back to that, it was after that Belmont game that I think you said we're going to double down on defense. It seemed to come after that game.
Well, we needed to, Joe. I mean, we came down here and we just gave up open shot after open shot, and they knocked them down. That's what competitors do. And, it goes back to their culture just like our culture. Their players come to play like our players come to play. They can shoot. They play pretty good defense. They can rebound. They're well coached. I mean, you take all of that, and they're kind of a mirror of our basketball team. And they play in a tough conference just like we play in a tough conference. I think our conference is a little ahead of theirs. Maybe we're 12, maybe they're 13 out of 31 conference, 32. So, again, things are kind of even, Steven. We just got to get out there and play.
What concerns you most about them? I know they have a 5 player that can step out and shoot the 3 that I think has got to be a concern.
Well, it's really not unusual. I mean, if you look at what we've had to play the last 2 or 3 games, she can't be no harder to guard than Western was, Western Kentucky. Yeah. They had a 5 player that moved all over the floor, and all their players moved on the floor. It's kind of, their team, they're kind of similar, them and Western. So, again, we kind of prepared for them like we did Western, but we know that we got to get out there and stop their 5 players. She's a very good player. She transferred here from Vanderbilt, and she kind of burned us last year. She came in this year and burned us again.
Can't have that tonight.
I hope not. Just to be honest with you, I hope not.
I was wondering how the team reacted once you found out where you were playing, who you were playing, and all that, where you were seated. Was there any kind of a disappointment that maybe you weren't seated higher in this whole thing?
Well, I think they made a mistake. Now, there's people, Chris Massaro thinks like me. He's the boss. And him and me both feel like they made a mistake. Now, there's other people that feel like that we were seated right. I don't think we were seated right. There was 4 teams ahead of us in the net. There was 4 teams ahead of us in the RPI. And then there's another criteria they got. There's 4 teams ahead of us there. So you got 3 different criteria that they use, and we've got a 4th seed. How do you seed 16 teams ahead of us? Yeah. Now, playing Belmont, it made it more convenient for our fan base. Right. I had no problem with Belmont. I have no problem with that's the first game. But let's don't be so secretive about it. Hey, let's say that we did it because you 2 are close to each other. I can live with that. Right. But don't go to try to write in a dissertation explaining to me. This is why we did it, y'all. They said, well, you didn't get enough quad 1 and quad 2s. You know what? Our quad 1s were ranked number 2 in the country, number 10 in the country, number 13 in the country. Their quads, other teams, nobody play that. Right. So we still got penalized for doing that. Right. So, Joe, it's one of those things where that Chris Massaro and myself are in total agreement that it wasn't done right. And, they can sit here till the dogs come home or the cows come home, whatever you want to call it, and try to convince me it was, and I'll say no, it wasn't.
Yeah. We'll just go win tonight.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, appreciate it. We'll have more room. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
It's Middle Tennessee and Belmont in the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament coming up here from the Curb Event Center in downtown Nashville. Our injury report brought to you by the law offices of John Day, Murfreesboro's personal injury law firm, proud sponsor of the Blue Raiders. No injuries to report for Middle Tennessee, and that is terrific news, especially this far along in the season. Time now for the Ascend Federal Credit Union starting lineups. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit an Ascend branch. Ask for your MTSU branded debit card. Ascend, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend is insured by NCUA. You know the starters for Middle Tennessee: Courtney Blakely, Anastasia Boldareva, Jalen Gregory, Tamia Scott, Alina Enrique. For Rick Ensel in his 20th year, 489 and 164 in his career at Middle Tennessee. He is the CUSA Coach of the Year. For Belmont, it'll be number 0, Tootie Jones, a 5'7" graduate student from Troy, Alabama. Number 14, Kendall Cheeseman, 6'2" senior from Tampa, Florida. Emily LaChapelle, who did a number on us in the meeting in December, 6'1" graduate student, Kernersville, North Carolina. And number 23, Jalen Banks, 5'9" sophomore, Spring Hill, Texas. And Kendall Holmes, 5'10" graduate student from Plainfield, Illinois. We'll take a break, come back, get this started as the winner looks to keep their season going here in the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament. This is Lady Raider Basketball from Van Wagner.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU Athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
It's the golden anniversary of Middle Tennessee women's basketball. Season number 50 of Lady Raider Basketball is presented by Window World of Murfreesboro, the official window and exterior remodeling company of Blue Raider Athletics. Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, official team physicians for Blue Raider Athletics. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford, the official hospital partner for MTSU Athletics. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Now, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Sean Fisher.
For the 21st consecutive season, Middle Tennessee is in postseason play. Tonight we are at the Curb Event Center in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, as Middle Tennessee takes on Belmont in the opening round in the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament. I'm Joe Fisher, joined by my broadcast partner, Kyle Turnham. These two teams met in the non-conference portion of the season in this building, and Belmont won efficiently 65 to 52. That was back on December 7th. I think both these teams have changed a lot between then and now. Middle Tennessee 26-8 on their season. Belmont 22-12 on their season. Both teams advanced to the conference championship game in their respective tournaments. Both came up short. Middle Tennessee to Liberty, Belmont to Murray State. So here we are tonight with the opportunity to extend your season and for seniors to extend their career. And I know they don't want to talk about it, but Kyle, it's got to be in the back of their mind.
Well, what you hope that they do, and this is where you talk about maturity and talk about leadership, is that you don't get caught up in all of the ramifications of this game. What you hope to be focused on is the game. Take care of what goes on between those white lines. Don't worry about if we lose, our career is over with. If we win, we go on. Where do we play? Who do we play? Take all that noise and get rid of it. Focus on the game of basketball that has to be played over the next 40 minutes.
Middle Tennessee wearing black jerseys, shorts, white numerals and lettering with blue trim. Belmont, white jerseys, trunks, red numerals, lettering, and trim. Our officials for tonight's game, Gina Cross, Felicia Grinter, and Natasha Cammey. And it's time for our First Vision first minute of today's game. First Vision Bank, accomplish your vision for your personal or business finances with First Vision Bank. With dedicated banking professionals, products to fit your goals, advanced financial management tools, your vision is our mission. FVB.bank, FDIC, equal housing lender. Middle Tennessee will move right to left as you listen. Tap is controlled by the Lady Raiders, and we are underway. And it'll be Blakely front court. Belmont starts man-to-man. Boulder-Rava hands it off to Gregory, top of the key. Jalen comes to Enrique. Bounce pass to the wing, Scott. Tamia works left to right, cut off on the drive. To Boulder-Rava, shot clock now at 10. Blakely backs out 30 feet away. Cab drives to the lane, fakes the pass, laid it up and in.
Nice finish by Cab. Belmont pro-switching the interchange when we run the Utah offense, which is ball screen, roll, and replace.
Did a little fake pass and then took it to the rim, and so Cab with the first basket. 2-0 Middle Tennessee. A three by Cheeseman is good. That's the biggest concern for Middle Tennessee.
Cheeseman is not afraid to take that shot, and in that situation, Noss has got to get out and take that shot away from her.
She is a 37% three-point shooter. Scott at the other end with a three.
Yeah, you saw Jalen Banks trying to cheat the play, go under the screen, and beat Tamia to the other side. Tamia stops, raises up, knocks it down.
Cheeseman top of the key. Middle Tennessee leading 5-3. Back outside to Tootie Jones. Jones goes off the screen, came clean, laid it up and in. She came off a screen, lost her defender, got enough room to go up with the left hand and banked it in, and we're tied at 5.
Well, we're trying to ice that ball screen, and when you do, that post player has got to get the drive leveled off so that that shot doesn't take place.
Both offenses off to a quick start. Lob to Boulder-Rava at the high post left side. She's double teamed, swings it to Scott. Tamia drives, runs to the rim, laid it up and in.
Really nice play by Tamia. You could see that Belmont, when the ball did go inside to Noss, is doubling off of Courtney Blakely.
7-5 Middle Tennessee with the lead. Cheeseman, there's Boulder-Rava out on her to Holmes. Holmes looks to the right side, works to the right wing, still with the dribble. Picks it up now, needs some help. Still has it, oh, nice in the side. Cheeseman kicks it back out. Now to the top. Holmes for a long three, way off the mark. Offensive rebound, Belmont. I don't think it hit the rim. Long three is no good. Rebound, Middle Tennessee.
Cheeseman went down with the ankle issue.
Oh, she is down. Boulder-Rava went up, missed it, got the follow, and now Cheeseman is down. And boy, this is critical for Belmont. Boulder-Rava with the basket. Cheeseman wants to stay in. And Coach Bart Brooks is saying,
they've stopped the
no,
game.
You have to come out. That's right. There's no choice. She comes out with a little bit of a limp. He tells her, just go and let the trainer take a look.
I will tell you this. It looks a lot worse than she's trying to play it off. She's showing a lot of courage. She's a competitor. That did not look good.
Yeah, she was slow getting up.
That changes things substantially for Belmont.
9-5 Middle Tennessee. Ball tapped into the air, stolen away. Gregory.
Tamia Scott with the block.
Hands it to Blakely. Cab racing down court. Cut off at the free throw line. Up top, Boulder-Rava. Back to Cab. They'll set. 7:10 left first quarter. Middle Tennessee leading 9-5. Enrique lob to Boulder-Rava. Inside out. Enrique. Alina for three. Off short rebound, and that's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to prompt Savannah Davis. You know, Alina has just had one of those years, Kyle. They have kept hoping and hoping for that offense just a little bit of it to come around.
Well,
and it just hasn't.
And you're using a word, she's hoping that it goes in.
Yeah.
She's not shooting with just any confidence at all. And I thought she was getting ready to break out of it in Huntsville.
Absolutely. With that 13-point game against Kennesaw, but it didn't happen. LaChapelle, step-back jumper is good. Emily LaChapelle with her first points, the transfer from Marquette. 9-7 Middle Tennessee lead.
Well, she obviously had a career game against us in game one. We don't need to let her get off to a great start and get that feel back.
And she came in with a 7-point average in that game, scored 26. Gregory from 15, it is short. Rebound offensive board to Mia Scott. Puts it up in a fall-away, no good. Actually would have been better served to bring that out and reset.
Yep.
Belmont the other way. Here comes
Get the ball stopped.
Banks with a runner to the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, put back good.
Those are the ones that kill you because we get the shot that we want. Banks took a horrible shot, and we didn't clean up the play, didn't finish.
I think that's going to prompt a change here as Jada Harrison's about to check in. Lob to Boldereva, off her hands and turned over. Tied at 9, and Belmont with the basketball. Down court, Holmes drives baseline, cut off on the double team. Ball stripped away. Nice play again by Savannah Davis with a turnover to Blakely. Cab's going to run to the rack, make it up and in.
Nice play by Cab. She did not have a great game down here in December. Matter of fact, went 1 of 7 from the floor. She's already got 2 baskets on 2 attempts.
Yep, only had 5 points in that game. LaChapelle, 17-footer, no good. Rebound to Mia Scott. 11-9 Middle Tennessee, fast-paced first quarter.
That's a foul.
Yep, they didn't call it. Whistles have not blown at all as of yet. Blakely works around the screen, lobs it to Nas, a little pick and pop, and it's good.
Little short roll there. Cab with the hook pass back over the top. Nas with a finish.
Both offenses kind of scoring at will right now. 13-9 Middle Tennessee. 4:52 left in the opening quarter.
You do not have to guard Harrison out there at all.
And they will not. She lobs it all the way back out, and a reach-in foul called on Gregory. Her first. And the team's first. Timeout on the court. 4:45 left in the opening quarter. Middle Tennessee 13, Belmont 9 from the Women's Basketball Invitational Tournament. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
This responsible gaming message is brought to you by the Tennessee Lottery. When you play the lottery, it's important to play responsibly. Know your limit and spend only what you can afford. Set a budget and stick to it. And remember, as long as you're having fun, you're always a winner in our book. The Tennessee Lottery is a proud supporter of National Problem Gambling Awareness Month. To learn more about problem gambling resources, visit tnlottery.com.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Murphy Center. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member services. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit MTE.com to learn more. And about that scoreboard, well, light it up, Blue Raiders.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
Middle Tennessee leads Belmont 13-9. 4:45 left in the opening quarter from the Curb Events Center. Atmos Energy delighted to sponsor the Blue Raiders and fuel homes and business in Middle Tennessee with affordable, efficient, and reliable natural gas for today and generations to come. Natural gas is the smart choice for fueling our energy future. Hey, shout out the legend, Dick Palmer. Just texted me. They are at baseball practice right now at Dallas Baptist, getting ready for the 3-game series there that starts tomorrow on the radio at 5:45 Central Time, game 1 of the series. Nice start for Middle Tennessee from the field, 6 of 10, 1 of 2 from three-point range. Belmont 4 of 9 from the field in the early going. Points in the paint, Middle getting it done in the paint, 10 of their 13 from inside early on.
Well, and speaking of golf to a great start, two players that obviously struggled in game one here, Anastasia Boldraver and Courtney Blakely, both off to really good starts. Noss is now 2 out of 3 from the floor. Courtney 2 out of 2 from the floor. The big question right now is the physical status of Kendall Cheeseman, who went down with that injury. I have not seen her if she's back out on the bench or behind the bench.
I can't tell as of yet.
But, again, she's already made one 3-point shot and scored 18. She's standing behind the bench.
She's not coming in. She's not coming in right now.
And she's walking with a noticeable limp.
That would be a huge loss for them. She
Yes,
is
it would.
such a threat. Belmont with the basketball, side front court. Banks inbounds to Harrison, back to Banks. Banks skip pass to the far side. Shot fake back outside for a long-range three that's way off the mark. Another offensive rebound by Harrison. That's just a killer. And now a foul inside on Middle Tennessee.
It's going to be on Savannah Davis.
It's going to be on Savannah Davis. That's her first, team's second.
Well, and that's what giving up offensive rebounds will do to you. You just got to finish plays. I know one of the things that was discussed at length yesterday's practice, finish plays defensively. One shot max.
Inbounds to LaChapelle, guarded by Gregory. Jalen knocked it out of her hands for a moment. Now to Harrison. Harrison with a handoff to Banks. Banks tries to work her way in, bodied up by Blakely, tried to get close, fell out of bounds, and that's going to be, I cannot believe they're going to call a foul on Blakely. That's an absolutely terrible call.
I will tell you this, Banks was the one that initiated the contact, and when
Blakely
Cab
just stood her ground,
she fell out of bounds. That's a rough call.
That's just really, really tough. Belmont to inbound. They get it into Cheeseman, who is back into the game for the Bruins, and that's great news for them. Banks with the basketball, comes near side. Drive up and under, ball almost thrown away. That's that's the give back call right there. That's the offensive foul at the other end. It's going to be called on Kinsley Feltner. And this bench over here to our right, this is the Middle Tennessee bench, is still lit up, and they should be. But that was the makeup, if you will, to get it back even. That's not supposed to happen, though. Boldareva with the basketball outside to Scott. You're a coach. You've never seen that happen.
Never.
Boldareva kicks it out to Savannah Davis. Back to Nas. Nas in the lane. Spins to her left. Goes up good.
That's the Nas we're looking for right there. She plays with that type of confidence, that type of intensity. We're in great shape.
Conference USA Player of the Year. Savannah Davis got beat on the drive. Layup was missed.
That should be a
Gregory
foul on
scrapping
Banks.
for the rebound, and there is the foul.
They called it on Tripp.
They called it on Sine Tripp, the 5'8 freshman, her first, team second. So now LaChapelle will sit down as Tootie Jones checks back in for Belmont.
That's two fouls that should have been called on Banks, and neither one has been called on her.
But at least fouls were called.
Yes. Middle on a 6-0 run over the last 157. We're 3 out of our last 3 from the floor.
Tamia Scott off the screen. Outside Blakely. Cab with a fake and the shot, and wouldn't go. Rebound taken back by Blakely.
Nos kept that alive.
To Scott. Tamia picks up the dribble, finds Nas, hands it back to Tamia. Driving to her left, stumbles. A 15-foot jumper off balance, no good. Rebound Cheeseman. Really wasn't set to take that shot.
That was a settle. We needed to reset the offense there.
Tootie Jones with a runner to the rim, and she's going to draw the foul.
That's going to be on Jalen Gregory.
Yeah,
that's going to be number 2 on her.
Now the decision for Rick Insel. Second foul on Gregory. 2:59 left in this first quarter. Will she stay? So far, she will. Here's where you got to count on a veteran to be able to play through this.
Well, this is not uncommon for the Lady Raiders. Coach Insel has no issues with them playing with 2 fouls. We've seen it all year. We've seen it his whole career.
Tootie Jones makes the first free throw. 76% free throw shooter. Second toss is no good. Rebound Boldareva. Gets it out to Tamia Scott into the hands now of Blakely. 15-10 Middle Tennessee lead. 2:50 left opening quarter. Scott left wing. Off the screen from Savannah Davis. Boy, Savannah's wide open left side. Boulder-Reva in the lane, banks it too strong. Rebound Cheeseman for the Bruins.
Still a more aggressive shot from Noss.
Jones, down court. Long three is well short. Rebound, Blakely crashing the boards. Oh, what a great rebound by Blakely. To Gregory. Jalen leaves it for Davis. Open three, left side, no good. Rebound, Belmont. They'll take that shot every time. They don't mind that. Jones, behind the back dribble, cut off at the free throw line to Cheeseman. Picked up by Scott, out now to Busick. J.C. Busick with the basketball. Now they go inside. Cheeseman tries to body her way in on Scott. Goes up, laid it in with the left hand, and she was fouled.
Well, Cheeseman intelligently recognized as a post player that she was being guarded by Tamia Scott and immediately went and posted her up. Belmont wisely got her the ball. She went to a post move and got the finish.
First foul on Scott. Cheeseman with 5 and at the line.
Offensively, middle 0 of their last 4.
68% free throw shooter, knocks it down. She is a very solid player. First team all-conference selection, and deservedly so. A transfer from Vanderbilt. Banks checks in for Tripp for the Bruins. 15-13 in this fast-paced first quarter. Scott, Blakely, Davis, Boulder-Reva, and Gregory on the court. Scott, Boulder-Reva off the left block. Kicks it back out to Scott. Tamia right back into Nas. Spins, goes up and under, lays it up good.
That's it, Nas.
She's got 8. She is looking to be really aggressive offensively.
She has been. She looks completely different than she looked at the Conference USA tournament.
17-13, Middle Tennessee lead. Pass to the corner, Tootie Jones, and her 3 is good.
Yeah, Middle got caught in some rotations there and had 2 stunts, just couldn't get back to that final stunt. Tootie Jones, a 38% three-point shooter, drills it.
17-16, Middle Tennessee. Scott with the dribble with the left hand.
Belmont switching ball screens.
Boulder-Reva inside out drive and back to Nas. Nas double team, triple team, hammered. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Middle Tennessee.
Well, I like what Cab's doing. Cab is catching the ball on the inside out and immediately attacking the Belmont defense and basically becoming an impromptu 5-on-4 offensively.
Scott on the inbounds. Reverses, drives, right side of the basket, laid it up, missed it. Rebound, Belmont. Middle Tennessee wanted a foul, didn't get it. Banks to Cheeseman. Cheeseman steps back. Her jumper is well short. Rebound taken away by Blakely. Cab racing down court. Behind the back dribble, never broke stride. Leaves it to Boulder-Reva, now back to Cab.
Good decision by Cab. She basically was going one against the world there, had nobody else running with her.
15 on the shot clock. Blakely had it stripped out of her hands. They go to the floor. They'll tie it up. Loose ball possession arrow, I think, is going to give it to Belmont. A lot of flailing arms in the middle of all that. So Belmont, about a 3-second difference in the shot clock and the game clock. Belmont's going to work it for the last shot. Jalen Banks with the basketball just across the center line, guarded by Blakely. While she's dribbling, she wipes the dirt off the bottom of each of her sneakers. Banks with a great crossover. Steps back, comes to Cheeseman. Cheeseman picked up on a switch by Blakely. Lobs it inside. They kick it out. Tootie Jones for the jumper that's no good. Rebound Blakely with 3, with 2, with 1. Cab from about 25 feet will not get the shot away. That will end an exciting first quarter of play here at the Curb Events Center. 10 minutes in the books. Middle Tennessee 17, Belmont 16. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Head to Cedar Glade Brews. With 12 taps and over 100 bottles and cans, we've got craft beer, seltzer, mead, kombucha, cider, non-alcoholic, and craft soda for everyone. We're family and dog-friendly, featuring food trucks, live music, and trivia nights. Plus, you can book our space for private events inside or on our spacious patio.
Blue Raider fans enjoy a Cedar Glade brew in the Murphy's Center Beer Garden.
Purveyors of foamy goodness, Cedar Glade Brews, where great times and good vibes await.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Well, Blue Raider fans, get ahead of the game with the best home services team in town for your heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and home improvement needs. Lee Company is the team to call. 615-867-1000 or leecompany.com. Joe Fisher, Kyle Turnham, glad to be with you from the Curb Events Center on the Belmont University campus. Beautiful facility here they have. Just outside of downtown Nashville, Middle Tennessee 17 and Belmont 16. Lady Raiders 8 of 17 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point range. Belmont 6 of 16 from the field, 2 of 7 from three-point range. Rebounding 11-9 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Points in the paint, 14 of the Lady Raiders' 17 points have come from in the paint here in the early going.
Nos responsible for 4 of those baskets, so she's got 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Cab has got 2 more baskets, going 2 out of 3 off of penetration plays. And the players that we've talked about for Belmont, obviously, who played so very well when we played here last time. LaChapelle had 26 here in game 1. She only has 2 so far in this game. Cheeseman has got 6 points off of her injury, and 1 of 3. That was that first three-point shot. I would say that was enough of an attention getter to get a little bit further out on her and make her put the ball on the floor.
Yeah, don't want to leave her alone out there, that's for sure. For Middle Tennessee, as we start the second quarter, Blakely Gregory. Scott Jada Harrison makes her first appearance. The redshirt freshman from Martin, Tennessee, and Boulder Ava. It'll be Middle Tennessee's basketball, and Gregory inbounds to Blakely. So you've got Blakely and Harrison out there together. Harrison basically is in the 4 spot in this lineup.
And has been playing a little bit of 4 along with Savannah Davis.
She's got the ball now. Blakely in the corner, launches the 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, Harrison in there scrapping for it. Jump ball, possession arrow. Goes to Belmont. Crowd was upset because they thought the possession arrow should go to Middle Tennessee, but after the possession to start the quarter, that flipped it, so it will go to Belmont. Lob to LaChapelle. Now to Harrison. They sag back off of her, feeds it inside. LaChapelle was double teamed, kicks it outside Banks. Banks cut off by Tamia Scott. Little step through runner by Banks is short. Got her own miss. Puts it back up and in.
That was actually
offensive
Harrison.
Rebound.
Yeah, Harrison was the one that got the rebound there. And that makes her 3rd offensive rebound so far. We have got to finish plays. Don't let her impact the game.
18-17, Belmont in front. Just underway, second quarter. Lob to Boulder Ava at the high post. Nas works, throws it back outside to Harrison. To the wing. Scott for 3. Good by Tamia.
LaChapelle gambled on that play. And when she did, we came up with a +1. Here comes Belmont right back at us.
And at the other end, the 3 with the answer by Kendall Holmes.
We were just lackadaisical getting back in transition defense, and that cost us a big 3.
21-20, Belmont back up. 8:25 to go in this opening half of play. Jalen Gregory. There's that step back line drive. 3, that's good by Jalen.
Really nice read by Jalen Gregory.
Her 344th career three-point shot. 23-21 Middle Tennessee. These two teams just trading punches right now. Harrison works it a little closer on Boulder Ava. Backs her way in, kicks to the wing. Good recovery by Harrison to cut off the opportunity outside. Now LaChapelle, guarded by Gregory. Off the screen, pull up 15-footer straight away, off the mark, no good. Rebound Jada Harrison, she's fouled as Harrison fell on Harrison. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter.
Well, and that's why we talk about how important it is to keep Harrison off the backboards, because she's not going to contribute really much any other way. She only averages 5 points a game, so don't give them extra possessions because we're missing box outs.
Blakely, front court to Gregory. Middle of the ball, 2-point advantage. Jalen was tripped maybe by Boulder-Rava, was able to save it and get it to Scott somehow.
Plenty of time, plenty of time.
13 on the shot clock. Tamia with a dribble. They settle things down. Works left side of the lane, steps back, can't shoot. Needs some help. Somebody's got to come and get it. Hands it off to Harrison. Knocked out of her hand. Shot clock at 2. 35-footer, back iron, no good. It was dead on line, but just a little long. And here comes Belmont the other way. Holmes with the basketball. Up top to Tripp. Tripp works it to the right side. Hands it back now to Holmes. Shot clock down to 10. Holmes bounce pass to the high post, a little give and go. Goes right back into Harrison, who traveled with it. Good call, yep.
Well, and there's the advantage of not having Cheeseman on the floor. Noss does not have to guard Harrison. So when they ran that backdoor action, Noss is standing right there to take that backdoor cut away, but Cheeseman right back on the floor.
Yeah, it came right back in. That's right. 23-21, Middle Tennessee with the lead. Handoff to Blakely.
Going 5 up here.
Right. Gregory, down low, Boulder-Rava. Inside out. Harrison, 3, short. Rebound, saved and tapped to Tamia Scott. They'll reset.
Once again, Noss with a keep alive.
Blakely up and under, and I think she's fouled on a shove.
That's going to be on Tripp. Yep.
That'll be her second.
That is the second offensive rebound that Noss has kept alive. She's not getting credit for the offensive rebound, but her effort is what kept that ball alive.
Tootie Jones checks back in now, replacing Tripp for Belmont. I like Jada Harrison's energy early. Scott to inbound on the baseline. 20 on the shot clock. Gets it in underneath to Blakely, who was tripped and maintained somehow her balance and the basketball. Gregory lobs high post, Boulder-Rava. Noss works her way in one-on-one. Scoops and wouldn't go. Halfway down and came out. Got it back. Missed it again. Rebound Belmont.
Tamia Scott did a great job of keeping that ball alive.
Bruins front court. Banks. Long 3, good.
And that stops a scoring drought of 224 for Belmont. Middle on its own scoring drought of 212 and counting.
24-23, Belmont up, 5:55 left in this opening half. Just going back and forth. Scott between the circles straight away. Near side Gregory.
No!
Lob Boulder-Rava into a double team, threw it away, and it was out of bounds. It will fortunately stay with Middle Tennessee. And Boulder-Rava looked at Gregory and said, "What are you doing?"
I mean, she was never open to begin with. We're very fortunate to keep the possession.
With 11 on the shot clock. Gregory inbounds to Harrison. Now to Scott. Scott had it knocked out of her hands. Goes to Boulder-Rava, high post. Shot clock at 5. Got to go. Inside out Scott. Shot clock at 2. Blakely open 3 for Cab. Back iron, no good. Boulder-Rava tap. Rebound saved by Harrison. They'll reset.
There's tap number 3.
Scott to Blakely.
Noss's energy and aggressiveness has been fantastic.
Shot clock at 8. Gregory cut off. They try to keep her going to her left. Back out to Boulder-Rava. Noss for 3, no good. Rebound Belmont. They'll let her have that shot.
Well, she pretty well had to take that shot, too. There didn't leave much recourse.
Here's Cheeseman, top of the key. Works it, hands it off. LaChapelle for an open 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound Tamia Scott. 24-23 Bruins. We're just past the midway point of the second quarter.
Middle of its last 6 on a scoring drought, 3:23 and counting. We need a basket badly.
And here comes Tamia Scott driving, has it blocked, going to the rim. Rebound Belmont.
With the block. Yep.
Coming the other way. And is that going to be a block or a charge?
It's going to be a block, and that's going to be number 3.
That is huge. That's the third on Jalen. Savannah Davis checks in. We'll have a media timeout with 4:41 left in the half. Belmont 24, and Middle Tennessee 23. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes. Providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles, TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence. Only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Belmont 24, Middle Tennessee 23, 4:41 left in the opening half from the Curb Events Center in Nashville. Belmont with a 9 of 22 from the field start, 40%. Middle Tennessee 10 of 27, 37%. Belmont 4 of 10 from 3, Middle Tennessee 3 of 10 from 3. Lady Raiders leading and rebounding 16-15 points in the paint, 14-10 in favor of the Lady Raiders. But the most significant stat right now, Jalen Gregory having just picked up her third personal foul.
And certainly her absence is going to be felt on both ends of the floor, particularly offensively. And right now, that's not a good place to have an absence because we are 0 out of our last 7, and we are on a scoring drought of 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Belmont's transition offense has really picked up and paid dividends for them. They've scored a couple of threes and picked up that third foul in transition because of transition there. So that's one of these things for the next 4:39. We're going to have 4:41, I should say. We're going to have to overcome.
Yeah, Jalen was actually trying to draw a charge and was very close, but was called for the foul. So
I thought it was the right call. You've got to give that player a place to come down, and she just didn't have any space there at all.
Middle Tennessee leads this series with Belmont 17-5 overall, although the Bruins won the first meeting this season right here in the Curb Events Center on December 7th by a score of 65-52. It will be Bruins basketball. So now you've got Harrison, Boulder-Rava, Scott, Davis, Blakely on the court. Cheeseman with a 3. That is back rim, no good. Rebound, Tamia Scott.
Every time she shoots,
it looks like it's going in. I was going to say exactly the same thing. Yeah, it was on line, just a little long. Jada Harrison bounces to Scott. Tamia off a big screen by Boulder-Rava. Pull up by Tamia, a short rebound, Belmont. That was an effective screen that actually put a little bit of a hurt in the Bruins defender. La Chapelle guarded by Savannah Davis. Her jumper is good. Little step back nicely there. She's got 4. The Bruins extend their lead to 3 at 26-23.
Yeah, they went straight at Savannah Davis there. La Chapelle, obviously the player that played so well in game 1.
Davis, bounce pass to Blakely, right wing. Cam asking for a screen, doesn't get it. Now she's just going to take the 16-footer and miss it and rebound Belmont. That's not really what she wanted anyway, just kind of felt compelled that she had to take it.
There's another transition 3.
At the other end, Jones with a 3. Middle Tennessee did not get back.
Middle Tennessee 0 out of our last 9 on a scoring drought of 447, and meanwhile Belmont on an 8-0 run over the last 236.
29-23 Bruins. Boulder Ava triple team back out to Harrison.
And they're doubling Noss, sometimes tripling Noss, because they're just daring us to make a three-point shot.
And they're going to call Noss for a traveling violation, and everything beginning to unravel a little bit right now here. They got to show some poise and reset. Now Enrique is going to check back in. She left early after a couple of disappointing trips down court.
Well, Belmont's entire defense right now, with the exception of Savannah Davis, is on guarding inside the arc. They're going underneath ball screens. They're double teaming with reckless abandon. We've got to find either some threes or some mid-range shots to go down.
Banks, bullet pass inside. Cheeseman cut off by Enrique outside to La Chapelle. Throws it into the lane, lob down low to Cheeseman. Kicks it back outside to Jones. Quick ball movement by the Bruins to Banks. Couple of jab steps. Blakely doesn't bite at all. Shot clock at 3. Banks, turnaround, fall away, jumper in and out. No good. Rebound, Boulder Ava.
Great defense by Cab. They're great discipline, staying on the floor, recognizing the scout, guarding the bounce.
2:33 left in this half. Belmont leading 29-23. Blakely to Enrique. Back to Cab. See, the problem right now, Belmont does not fear Blakely nor Enrique as an offensive threat. Scott's three is no good. Rebound Bruins. And that's going to be a foul on Alina.
Yeah, it's impossible for Courtney to get the ball inside, because basically what Tootie Jones is doing is playing half. And what I mean by that is halfway out on the ball, halfway back on Noss. There's no place for her to throw that pass. So we're going to have to get the ball reversed at least to the top of the key to try to feed that.
So Davis in the game, Harrison in the game, and Harrison dealing with Cheeseman down low. Busick with a jumper off the mark. Rebound, they're going to call, I think they're going to, oh my goodness. They're going to call Tamia Scott for over the back. Or Jada Harrison.
Yep. Middle 0 out of our last 10 from the floor. We have not scored in 6 minutes and 17 seconds and counting.
And the lead is 6 for Belmont. Busick with a runner to the basket, lays it up and in.
Belmont on a 10-0 run over the last 4 minutes and 11 seconds.
31-23. Belmont has extended the lead. 1:47 left in the half. Scott and Middle, unfortunately, in one of those offensive droughts we have become far too familiar with. Scott kicks it outside. Harrison, now Boulder Ava. Shot clock at 6. Davis, pull-up 16-footer, going to be short. Rebound tipped into the air. Savannah gets it back, and she's fouled.
La Chapelle going to be called for the foul there.
That's her first. Third on Belmont in this quarter. We've seen this all year long, Kyle.
Yeah,
this
offense
really just goes stagnant. And
well, it needs to find the pot of gold now. We're at 7 minutes and counting without a score.
Blakely hesitates, drives, has it stripped away, and I believe she was fouled, and she was. Foul is going to be on Banks.
Banks.
Yep.
Finally.
The first one called on her. The fourth she's committed.
Yes.
Scott comes down here, gets some quick advice from Matt Insel, and heads back in. 1:17 left in the half. Boy, just need a nice finish with a basket or so here in this half to regain a little confidence, and that ball is knocked out of bounds off of Boulder Ava. My goodness. Belmont right now playing with all the confidence. They got all the edge and the physicality. And Holmes checks in for Busick.
Yeah, you can tell in body language alone, Belmont's confidence level very high right now. Middle has not scored in 7 minutes and 5 seconds and still counting.
And the give and go, shot blocked away inside and taken away nicely by Middle Tennessee.
Great block by Cab from behind.
Blakely to Davis. Savannah runs to the rim, missed the shot. Rebound Cheeseman. Did everything but finish. 48 seconds left in the half.
Get a stop here.
Jones to La Chapelle. La Chapelle works her way in on Davis. There's the cutter, back door, and a foul's going to be called on Harrison.
Yeah, Jaden got caught up watching the ball, and Belmont, as they are so quick to do, they will backdoor cut you in a New York second.
37.1 seconds remaining. That was the fourth team foul. Inbounds, Holmes lays it in. Boy, you just can't have that happen.
Well, we had a rear screen on the weak side and did not get a switch or didn't get a zone, either one. And right now, Belmont on a 12-0 run over the last 5:34. We haven't scored and closing in on 8 minutes.
20 seconds left. At this point, you play for the final shot of the half and hope.
Let's hope it goes down. We need something to be enthusiastic about.
10 seconds left. Blakely off the screen from Bouldereva. Bump from behind. Hesitates. Drives up and under. Reverse, and it won't go. It was halfway down and came out.
Still time to get a shot. 0.8 on the game clock.
Harrison will check in now for La Chapelle. That ball was halfway down and then just eased its way back out. So you just lob it toward the rim here. 0.8. I mean, you have time to catch and shoot.
Set a rub screen and then pop out off of it.
There's the lob inside, batted away, and that's going to be a foul. That's a good call. Yep. That's going to be a foul on Harrison. That should be free throws. Foul on Harrison. They want to keep the players on the court.
Yeah, the officials are checking to make sure that there was time left on the clock, which there had to be.
There sure was. The
clock couldn't have started.
That's right. So there has to be. And there should be 2 free throws coming here. So that's the discussion now at the scorer's table. Yeah, with 0.8 left, the ball comes inbounds, and the contact was made literally when the ball was lobbed in.
The clock couldn't be started until the ball was touched.
Right, and so there has to be time left on the clock. So there should be 2 free throws coming here, I believe, for Tamia Scott. And there will be. So now I think you get on the lane because there's 0.4 of a second left. If you miss one, you got an opportunity for a tip. And that'll be the case.
Matter of fact, I would like to see Noss down there on the lane.
Yeah, she's back here. Doesn't have any fouls, but she's in the back court. Tamia makes the first. She's got 9 in this first half.
Well, make the free throws. The scoring drought just stopped at 8:19.
My goodness. Woo. Second, good. Tamia in double figures with 10, and that'll end it. Baseball pass will go into the alcove going down the other way. Well, an 8-minute scoring drought will usually put you behind, and that's exactly where the Lady Raiders find themselves. Belmont at the half in this women's basketball invitation tournament leads Middle Tennessee 33-25. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
MT Dining is eating made easy. With more than 19 dining locations, you will never run out of variety on campus. Whether it's Chick-fil-A, Subway, or Starbucks, we've got the brands you love right here. Need a quick snack or Scantron? Stop by one of the 5 pods on campus and try out MT Dining's new Farm to Fork experience. Farmers Market, now open, located in the Student Union. Visit mtdining.com for more information or visit our office in the Keithley University Center, room 202.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
Huh. That's a $10 bill.
Finding a $10 bill on the couch is a win.
And another one.
And another one? And another
Finding
one.
100 $10 bills? Now that's a multiplier win.
Honey, this couch is like an ATM. Go check the one in the bonus room.
Multiply your win again and again with a Multiplier Instant Games. Play today to multiply your win 10, 20, 50, 100, or even 200 times for the chance at a $1 million top prize. The Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Blue Raider fans, Lightning's Locker Room, powered by Textbook Brokers, is the place to get your Blue Raider gear. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4. Lightning's Locker Room is just across the street from Floyd Stadium at 1321 Greenland Drive. It has all the MT polos, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, and all the other game day gear you'll ever need. See the selection online at mtsugear.com or in Murphy Center on game days. Lightning's Locker Room, the official game day provider, powered by Textbook Brokers.
With the game on the line and the shot clock winding down, the Blue Raiders pass the ball to the most proven player on the floor to make the game winner. As the Nashville area's proven John Deere equipment dealer and proud sponsor of Middle Tennessee basketball, Tri-Green Equipment is wide open and ready to make the game-winning play for your property season after season. Stop by in-store today or visit us online at trigreen.com. Go Blue Raiders.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Halftime from the Curve Event Center in Nashville, Tennessee, and Belmont leads Middle Tennessee 33-25 in this opening round game in the women's basketball invitation tournament. The big stat, well, there are two. Jalen Gregory picked up her third foul early in the second quarter, so sat out a lot of the second quarter, but Belmont took advantage of Middle Tennessee's offense going dormant, scoreless for over 8 minutes. It was beginning to feel a little bit like that Kennesaw State quarter that we had on the plus side when we shut them out 24-0. But nonetheless, Belmont took advantage, outscored Middle Tennessee 17-8 in the second quarter. Their lead at halftime is 33-25. And we've seen it all year long, Kyle, unfortunately. Just these periods that might be 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 4 minutes of scoreless play. This one was exacerbated. This was 8 minutes long.
It was. We were 0 out of our last 13 from the floor. Didn't have a field goal in 8 minutes and 19 seconds. And outside of those two free throws from Tamia Scott, just went anemic offensively. And, you know, when Jalen Gregory picked up that third foul, you could see how it impacted our offense, just her lack of presence on the floor. Belmont obviously going after Noss for obvious reasons. Number one, Noss had a really good start, but not a great finish.
Right.
And, you know, there in the first quarter, Noss was 4 out of 6. Well, then she finishes 4 out of 9, so she's 0 for her last 3. Not to mention the fact we had a difficult time even getting her the ball because Belmont, without Jalen on the floor, they're playing half on Courtney Blakely and really not respecting anybody else to step up and make threes, and we've only made 3 anyway.
I think that's the other problem with it. When you get into that situation, the defenses, they're going to let Blakely shoot outside. They're going to let Enrique shoot outside. They're not fearful of them, and that's been a problem all season long, and as a result, you see where we are now, trailing by 8.
Yeah, only 3 made threes. Tamia's got 2. Jalen Gregory has the other one. So it's one of those things that, and it sort of impacted us defensively as well. Offense ineptitude has gotten into our psyche a little bit. We've not been great in transition defense, and Belmont has made us pay. They've knocked down some threes, and that third foul came in a transition defensive play as well.
You're absolutely right. It did. We'll take a break, go through the first half stats right after this. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, have you heard about the MTSU branded debit card from Ascend Federal Credit Union? Use your Ascend MTSU debit card in stores and online, or add it to your mobile wallet for the ultimate convenience. Need some cash? Use this card fee-free at thousands of ATMs worldwide. Stop by one of Ascend's 5 Murfreesboro branches or visit ascend.org to learn more. Bank where Blue Raiders belong. Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider athletics.
City Auto Mitsubishi is your hometown dealer for new Mitsubishi models like Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Mirage. See all the new Mitsubishi models and save today. Remember, City Auto is still your volume used car dealer with a huge selection of quality pre-owned inventory. Win with City Auto's great selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs from more than 35 brands. City Auto, Bridge Avenue off Old Fort Parkway. Go Blue Raiders!
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Dr. Davis Spivey and Murfreesboro Oral Surgery and Implant Center, proud supporters of Blue Raider athletics. For over 25 years, Dr. Spivey has provided the best oral surgical care possible to our community. Belmont leads Middle Tennessee 33-25 in this opening round of the Women's Basketball Invitation Tournament. Bruins 13 of 30 from the field, 43%, 5 of 12 from three-point range, 41%. In the first meeting against Middle Tennessee, they were 11 of 27 from three-point range, so this is not unfamiliar territory. Middle Tennessee 10 of 33 from the field, 30%, 3 of 11, 27%. Rebounding 21-20 in favor of the Lady Raiders. Assists 7-4 in favor of Belmont. Not many turnovers. You said going in, Kyle, you didn't think there would be that many turnovers in this game with these two teams. That's been the case. Middle with 4 and Belmont with 3. Points in the paint are even at 14 apiece. The problem is an 8-minute scoring drought. I mean, that's what it comes down to. It's hard to win a game when you take almost a quarter of it and don't score.
Yeah, you put so much pressure on your defense to be flawless when you can't score, and I don't care what anybody says. It's human nature when you can't make a basket to have letdowns defensively. We've seen that materialize, and that's one of the things that over the next, obviously, 20 minutes, not only do we have to fix things on the offensive end, but we can't have those fall-asleep moments on defense, particularly in our get-back.
Well, Tootie Jones led Belmont with 9 points, had a couple of transition three-pointers that were big in that second quarter. 6 for Cheeseman, you would think. But she also has 8 rebounds in the first half. For Middle Tennessee, Tamia Scott, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Anastasia Boldareva, 8 points, 6 rebounds. But after that, you don't have much. Blakely with 4, and Cab has 5 rebounds. I mean, she's been crashing the boards, trying to keep things active, has done a nice job there, but nothing from Enrique point-wise. 3 points from Jalen Gregory, who picked up 3 fouls, and Davis and Harrison played and did not score.
Yeah, and I would certainly anticipate Belmont, because Jalen Gregory is going to be guarding somebody who can put the ball on the floor and score, whether it be Tootie Jones, whether it be Jalen Banks. I would anticipate Belmont going at her as hard as they can to get her off the floor because, like I said, her presence or lack thereof is a game changer for us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic and Surgery Center, official medical group of MTSU Athletics, proudly keeping Murfreesboro healthy since 1949. Stay with us to see if the Lady Raiders can come back right after this. Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
RJ Young is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
It's never lost on Window World that your home is your largest physical investment. Window World's integrity can be noticed from your very first moment of contact. The clean, professional installation of premium windows, siding, doors, and more are designed to last while leaving your home looking amazing. Window World and their lifetime warranty will always be there when it really matters. They're America's most trusted remodeler and a proud partner of Middle Tennessee State University Athletics because the difference is integrity and always in the detail.
How do you create a tradition of leadership? You power it with impressive towing and hauling, sharpen it with smart features like a mobile generator, and dominate the game 48 years straight. That's Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, a legacy of excellence, only at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Available features. See Owner's Manual for important operating instructions based on 1977 to 2024 total sales.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm is here to help you select the right protection at the right price. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insel, and I'll make sure that you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm, it's easy to make the right choice. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.